Hello and welcome to my first official video of January. As I'm filming this, it is New Year's Eve. So yeah, and I'm filming this right here by my book. This is my fourth one finally. And this right over here is my TV outfit. So this is where I'm going to be filming most of my book review videos. I do one at the end of every month, and this video is the December video where I review all the books that I read in December. The physical ones I have here are right here, and then the ones that I don't have physically from the library, I'll have a picture on the screen. So let's get started. So the first book, oh my god, where's my phone? There. I have my back. Okay, so I actually did just run to the bathroom and so anyways, I'm going to be talking about my December reads of 2025. So, I'm going to pull up my Fable. If you don't know what Fable is, you must it. But I will tell you that in another video. Alright, I'm not going to. So, we're going to start with the first book I read of 2025, which is In a Holidays, which I got from the library. Yeah, it's been my first 2025. What I meant to say was my first book of December was In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. And sorry about that, guys. Yes, In a Holidays, I really enjoyed it. It wasn't my favorite. It's a really popular book, and it just didn't fit with me. So I ended up giving it a solid 3-star. I feel like the time travel aspects in it, if we're going back in time and reliving the same holiday, kind of were drawn out and a little boring, and I just didn't feel connected to the book. So I gave it 3 stars. And moving right along, we have the 5th and final book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympians series. This is the Last Olympian, and I gave that book a solid 4.5 star. It was really good, just not good enough for 5-star quality. But I don't know, I just have the words. But it was just amazing, and I can't disagree with anything else. Anyways, I liked it, but the person who is the last Olympian, as it says in the title, was in 2 scenes, and I felt like they could have been in more. They could have been more impactful to the actual book. So I rated that 4.5 stars. The third book I read in December was The Love Wager, which I returned to the library. But that book was really good, and I really enjoyed the banter and just the slow burn aspects of it. I usually hate slow burns, but for some reason this one just did it. I really loved that, and I also just loved, oh boy, yeah, so it was not quite 5-star quality, so I give it a 4.75 stars. Which, it was just not quite 4.5, but not quite 5, so we had to just choose the middle ground. Okay, and then the next book I read in December was, I read this book because the movie actually came out this month. I read The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, and I love her reading. This is the third book. Actually, I love her reading. I love her writing. This is the third book that she wrote this is the third book that I have read of Frida McFadden. And I love her writing so much. I have read The Boyfriend, The Teacher, and now The Housemaid. And it's just really cool. And once I read all of her books, or all the books that I own, I'll probably do a video on my favorite Frida McFadden books. So, The Housemaid, the movie, is amazing compared to the book. I loved the changes. Usually I don't say that about a movie to book, a book to movie. But I just loved the changes that they made. And the surprise ending. Just go watch the movie, that's all I gotta say. You don't need to read the book to watch the movie. And I gave the book a 3.75. If I were rating the movie out of 5 stars, I would give it a 4.75. But the book, I felt connected and drawn to it, but there were like parts that like lag, and so I gave it a 3.75. The next book I read in December was Merry Christmas, Alex Cross, and by Jane Patterson. And I liked that book. It was a short book, and I returned it to the library. But I liked it. It was a short book. But I just don't have much else to say about it. It kind of felt like, kind of lacked a little bit. It was basically just the detective Alex Cross, and every crime he had to discover, or every crime thing he had to do on Christmas and the day after Christmas, and it just really didn't have much to it. So I gave it a 3.25 stars. It was better than a 3-star, but not amazing. The next book I read in December was Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Chalice of the Gods. This is going to be a trilogy. There are 2 books out right now. And I really enjoyed this book. It was a fast read. It was short. I read it in like 3 days, and it was really, really good. I felt like it was not like, it wasn't amazing. It kind of lacked, and yeah. So I gave it a 3.25 star. The next book I read in December was the second book from Zach Penn, Wrath of the Triple Goddess. I read that one from the library. And that one I actually felt was the same. It had the same energy as the first one. So I gave them both 3.25 stars. The final book that I read, actually finished today, was A Court of Mist and Fury. Which I actually have the third book on my TBR. But this was the second book in the ACOTAR series, and I just really enjoyed it. Sorry, I had to end that for a second because my arm was talking to me. And I still have not decided on a solid rating for this book. I really loved it. There were some slow parts, which is a big book. It makes sense. I loved the romance. The romanticy aspects of romanticy were just like really, really doing it for me. Yeah, and I gave this a 4.5 star, but I'm thinking I'll push it up to a 4.7. Because the first book, ACOTAR, which you know from last month's video, was a 4.75. So I'm thinking this one by ties. They both have their good things. I'm hoping the third one brings it up to a 5-star. But I just might give this a series of 5 stars overall. So I'm gonna put them back where you guys can see them. I don't know why I wasn't doing that from the start. Those are all the books that I read in December. And so my next video is probably going to be my favorite books of 2025. So I'm going to make a 5-star reads of 2025 video. So thanks for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to notify every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.